Hello everyone, welcome back to this series of Android Hilt, and this is our part 3. So in our previous video we saw how we can perform constructor injection. So in our previous video we create this car class having two dependency, engine and wheel. So we'll inject this car class, and these are two dependency in our car class. So this is our wheel. Simply inject this wheel and this engine. So what it will do, Hilt simply knows that this car is dependent on these two components, so it will simply generate this component. And how it will generate, so we perform here also a add inject. So Hilt know how to create this object. Since it depend on nothing, so Hilt will simply create this object and this engine object too, and pass this two object to our car which is dependent on these two, and simply create our car class. Okay, so within our car we have a function make toast in car, so it will simply perform a toast. Now what is the problem with constructor injection? Now suppose you want to perform or inject this wheel, engine and a new dependency which is retrofit. So Hilt doesn't know how to create this retrofit object. Okay, so we have to provide some modules to our Hilt so that it will know how to generate this retrofit object. Okay, so this is a problem with our constructor injection. We can't pass here a retrofit object. If we pass here retrofit object, Hilt doesn't know how to create this retrofit object, so that's why we cannot perform constructor injection using retrofit. So how we can actually perform? So we have a one method. So what we can do, we simply create a module, and in that module we simply tell our Hilt how to create this retrofit object. So how we perform, let's continue. So for this I'm going to create a package, and I'm going to name this module Hilt, and within this module Hilt I'm going to create a object, and just Hilt modules, fine, and I'm going to annotate with kotlin application component dot class, and this is our module. Okay, so this installing is some annotation regarding Hilt, and this module is basically specify that this is our module. Hilt used to use this module to generate our object which you doesn't know how to generate. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to create a function provide a retrofit object, and it will simply return a retrofit builder dot base URL. So I'm simply use this build. I'm not passing some base URL and converter factory over here. So okay, and so how Hilt knows to use this function? So we have some notation. So we have singleton and provide annotation. This is a method by using which you can perform this retrofit injection. Okay, so Hilt will know how to perform retrofit injection. Okay, so now what is this? This is what we call scope, and this is our Hilt annotation which will simply provides our Hilt this function, and by using this function it will generate this object. So now I'm going to talk about this singleton which is called scope. So for this I'm going to the here developer-android.com, and this is our hierarchy. So on the top it is application. So singleton will refer this method is exist till our application exist. So this is our view model. So until our till our view model live, this method is also live. So this is activity retained scope. So I'm going to show you activity. You can say this. Okay, so I'm using this singleton, and you can read all this. So this is the in descending order, you can say. So on the top it is application, then view model, then activity and fragment, and so on. Now jump back on this project. Okay, so I'm providing this. I'm actually telling our Hilt use this function to generate retrofit object. Okay, and after that I am going to create a new package naming retrofit injection, and within this class I am going to create a retrofit injection class. Okay, and in this class I am going to inject retrofit. So inject constructor retrofit, sorry, and I'm going to create a function which, okay, so this is our class, and in this class we are injecting this retrofit, and this is function which will simply make a toast. Okay, now I'm going in our main activity, and I'm going to use inject and retrofit injection, sorry, retrofit inject. So lastly I am going to use our function which is this, and in our context I'm going to pass this. Fine, now I'm going to run this application. So here you can see this retrofit injection done. So what I do, I make some mistakes. So what is that mistake? I am not passing this base URL and this converter factory, so it will give me an error. So if you follow me, please make this correction, and after that run your application and it will work fine. You can see here in car class, and after that retrofit injection done, which is this, which will make toast of this retrofit. Fine, so that's all for this video, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.